How's everybody? All right. I'm not gonna get started right away. I'm gonna see if I get more people to come in because I do enjoy doing it live where I can get questions and stuff. So how have you been? How have your week been? Oh, mine has been kind of hectic, but we all good. Yeah, very blessed. All right. I am not going to get off in the subject, but I know I told you all it was about a week ago that I was going to talk about this subject. And one of the most dangerous calls that we as law enforcement officers go through is okay. All right, y'all. Okay, this technology, I'm still getting used to it. But one of the most dangerous calls that we go to as law enforcement is DV, domestic V. And I'm not even sure that I can say the entire thing because, you know, YouTube with all this, the rules and stuff, and I just have to stay up on the rules of what I can say and what I can't say. But anyway, y'all come in. Come on in there. All right. So how y'all week been? It's okay. Y'all can come in. Come on in. Yeah. Like I said, all right. Hello. We got Seasons of Tree. Season of Tree. How you doing? I'm doing very well. It's always good to see you, Seasons of Tree. Always good to see you. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Shout out to me when you come in here. Let me know that you're in. All right. Glad to know you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing very well. Very good. And I'm glad to know that you're doing well too. But yeah, it's been a busy week for me. And I'm pretty sure y'all have y'all busy week. And I am not very, very good at doing these lives now, but we working on it. We gonna work on it together and we gonna get it right. We gonna get it right. Yeah, my man, Eco Neighbor advised me to start doing more lives. So I'm gonna be obedient and do more lives. He's been a great help to me and I appreciate you. So come on in. Everybody come on in. Yes, season of tree. We will get it better. We're gonna get it better. Before long, before my help and God helps me, shoot. And then my son, we're gonna have this thing like a professional. We're gonna be professional. Yeah. And speaking of my son, and I don't know if you're gonna see this, hopefully you do, but I'm very proud of you. Um, I had international dreams myself when I was young, but God didn't plan it that way. So he picked my youngest son to take my place. So he's doing it. So you go ahead and do your thing, son. I'm proud of you. Okay, I'm gonna give it about another minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the subject of domestic V. Yeah, that thing is crazy. It gets crazy. What you say, woman? Get get over there. Get. Yeah, that's what y'all think about, and that's still an aspect of it, but it's even more complicated now because you got just as many men who call us now than women. And that's crazy. I've never seen that before out of my 28 years. Um, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. And I probably won't be on long. It depends on you all and y'all interaction. But my subject is domestic V. I'm gonna keep it like that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Because I don't know if the algorithms of YouTube will penalize me for this or not. But it is one of the most dangerous calls that we have to go to. And it can go wrong real quick. And that's the thing about it. A lot of times in these communities and on our beats, um, it can, okay, like I lost my lighting, like I need to charge my light. Okay, can y'all still see me? Put a thumbs up if you can. Put a thumbs up if y'all can still see me good. Do I need more light? Put a yes if y'all can still see me good. Okay. That looks good on my screen. So y'all let me know if it's too dark. All right, thumbs up. Thank you. Thumbs up. Um, but like I was saying, a lot of times we can get comfortable um going to these calls because a lot of time it be the same people and you're in the same beat is the same people. Um, about maybe 80% of our DVs, domestic Vs, are the same people. And when you get the call, you be like, oh man, here we go again. Same thing. But I remind the youngsters that are that I mentor that is up under me. Be careful. Never, never, never get too comfortable because things can go wrong in a minute. I remember years ago when I was still a school resource officer, and I was working at the alternative school, and it was this guy across the street. And this guy, I knew that he was selling drugs to my students. I knew it, but really wasn't nothing I can do. I would call the okay, oh, that's interesting. The same people. Yeah, yeah, it's the same people. I knew it, and I would call the city police, but they would never respond. And one day I caught him on my corner on my side, and me and him, we had some words. And he was like, "Well, you can't do nothing to me because all you is a campus police." And but he got off my side of the campus. But this one particular morning, I was checking students and scanning students into school. I was scanning the students into a school, and several students came to me, said, Lawman, you need to go outside. That dude who lives across the street is beating his wife. And I was like, okay. And when I got outside, I saw her run back in the house, and he went in after her. And I called the local police department. And then I went over and I knocked on the door, and they were there, and he had her there. And she was messed up. She was half dressed. He was in his shirt and like shorts, and he went off on me. He was like, you just a rental cop. Get off my property. And I'm trying to talk to him, and she runs to me. And so she's standing behind me. And at this point, what a lot of people don't know is even a campus. Let me tell you some people. A campus police officer is still a real officer. Yes, he's not a rental cop. He's not a He's not top flight security. Um, None of that. He's a real officer, and he does have jurisdiction 500 feet around his school. And if there's a serious thing, he can get you anywhere and stand by for another cop. So he's a real cop. I have had people be like, "Man, you're a toy cop." I'm like, "Okay, this toy cop gonna take you to real jail. How about that?" So don't get it twisted. A lot of these schools have their campus police. If it says police, um, it's police. Security companies are not allowed to have police. Not allowed to have police. If it's police, that means he has, like right now, I'm a deputy sheriff. And if it says police, he has the same rights that I have to take your freedom if you violate the law. Same thing. It's the same thing. So yeah, so it's a misconception that, yeah, Season Tree is a misconception that they are rental cops and all of that. Security has to say security. Police has to say police. You cannot have security. You cannot be security and wear police. That's against the law. Now the only difference is our jurisdiction. The campus police is mostly for the campus, and I think they have a jurisdiction of either 500 feet or 500 yards around the school each way. But within that jurisdiction, they got the same powers as me as a deputy sheriff. I'm a deputy sheriff. I have arrest powers in the whole county. As a police officer, you have arrest powers within the city. Now, some police agencies deputize their police officers. That means they can go in the county also. So yeah, that we're gonna clear up this mix. We're gonna clear this up. But anyway, back to my story. This guy was like, "Get off my property, you toy cop." And the way the woman was looking, I mean, her eye was messed up pretty bad, and she was battered. I told him he was under arrest, and I got my handcuffs out of the handcuffing, and he went to resist me. So I did one of my spinneroonie moves, which is a move that I use with great success over the years, and I got him one arm. And then, but all of a sudden, she started turning again. She's standing like right here. She grabs me, and now I'm like, okay, I'm trying to help her. She grabs me and she go to fight me. And what ended up happening, well, I had to let him go. I had to shove her away from me, and I ended up pepper spraying him. And I threatened to pepper spray her. So yeah, but he was out there in the front yard with a water hose. He had some shorts on, but he was dancing because that pepper spray. Ooh, that pepper gas cut him like mustard gas. Ooh, boy, he was doing the dance out there. And at the time, the city cop, Season Tree, the victim turned against me, and sometimes that happens. That's why it's in most agencies' policies to have at least 2 officers to answer calls like that. That's a 2 officer call because it's dangerous. But I ended up I put him in the back of my police car, and when the city officers finally got on scene, they asked me what they want to do. I said, well, since I've used the force and I did this, I'll go ahead and take him to jail. And so we agreed. We took him to jail. And he was talking trash all the way down there, calling me a toy cop. I said, look, man, this toy police officer gonna put you in a toy police car, gonna take you to real jail. And that's what I did. And that lady, she never spoke to me again, but I knew her children, and her children was like she was upset with me, but her children were grateful though. Yeah, her children were grateful. So yeah, yeah, he needed to be locked up. Here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. And I don't know who need to hear this, but if someone loves you, they don't want to hurt you in no kind of way, or they don't want to control you. They don't want to do that. And if you love them, you're gonna control yourself. You're gonna control yourself. That is not love. Love doesn't physically hurt. And you can be abused, but this type of abuse that I'm about to talk to now is not physical, but it's like it's mental. Yeah, it's mental. And when somebody just have you all the edge, somebody tell you that they just kill your self-esteem. And they tell you, well, ain't nobody else gonna want you, or they do anything. Yeah, that's the mental part. That's mental. Now I don't know which one is worse, but both of them are bad. But if he or she loves you, they will not do that. They will not do that. And the thing about it is, ladies, let me tell you something else. I'm speaking directly to the ladies, and I'm gonna get on the guys. I'm gonna get on the guys also, because it's this trend of these young ladies. Now, more these young ladies, y'all are something else. Ooh, man, y'all something else. I ain't never seen it like this before, but I'm gonna get on that in a minute. But ladies, when y'all call us, believe us, we can take care of the problem. We're gonna take care of the problem. But what we need for you to do, we need to do for you to do your job. If I go and I arrest this guy who's jumped on you in front of your children and did all of that, I go sign the warrant on him. I go do everything, and you don't do your part. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm not doing your part. This is like the lady that I just talked about. The lady that I just talked about the dude across the street from the alternative school. Now but that was back in the early 2000s, and we didn't have cameras. Now she lied. She got to court and lied, changed the whole story. Changed the whole story. He lied, and he said that I was just jealous of him, and I had beef with him because me and him got into it several weeks before. And so the judge ended up dropping that charge. But he added a charge that I didn't add: obstruction of an officer. Obstruction of an officer. So I'm like, you're defending this guy, and this guy beat you. He ain't working all day. You go to work. You, as the woman, you going to work. His work is he have people in and out your house, because that was your house and not his. But people going in and out your house all day long, smoking, and I'm doing God knows what else. And you know what? She ended up that dude disappeared, so I guess they ended up breaking up. But she went for a long time and didn't speak to me. But that's fine. But yeah, good job for the judge. So, but women, remember, when you call us, we're gonna do our job. You let us do our job. It's another case. This case happened probably about 2.5, 3 years ago. It was night shift, and got a call. Dude had threatened to send his girlfriend into the spiritual realm in front of their 3 children. put a knife to her throat. And I saw the marks on her. And as I was pulling up, I'm walking up, seeing what's going on, and he was still there. And there was another car waiting on him. And when she came to the door, she said, "There he go, right there." I said, "Hey man, let me holler at you." Oh, the Joker took off, jumped across the car like the Duke boys there, because he was a passenger in the car, and they sped off. Guess what? You sped off, but that warrant caught up with him though. Yeah, I got him for um ag assault. I got him for and where I'm at, ag assault is attempted M, attempted to send you into the spiritual realm. That's what ag assault is. Um, I mean, 3 counts of cruel to children. Um, yeah, she actually had knife marks on her where he actually cut her. But I guess she was a strong woman. She fought that knife. She fought that knife away and tore up the place. It was like maybe 4:30 in the morning. And so the warrant caught up with him, and we did our part. And I told her how to get a restraining order on him. Same works. Okay. Now let's fast forward to probably about 8, 9 months later. I'm on day shift. Get a call to the same house. DV, same woman. And I asked, was it the same guy? She said yes. She had let the guy move back in. I mean, and I'm looking at her, I'm like, what do you want us to do? What can we do? We've done everything we can for you. So at some point, you got to do your job. You have to do your job. You know, but yet and still, if something happens, they're gonna be, it's gonna be all y'all gonna be blaming it on us. Oh, they didn't do their job. Yes, yes, we did. We do our job for the most part. Now, I'm not saying that we're perfect. We're not perfect, but for the most part, we do our job. But there's something that we expect y'all to do, because once we do our job, we don't expect to be called to this same place for the same guy. And I understand that some females, that's all they've witnessed was DV the whole life. And it happened to the mothers and all of that, the aunties, and they seem like they attract these type guys. But it's, I mean, but the same guy, the guy who tried to unalive you, to send you into the spiritual realm, man, y'all better stop it. Y'all better stop it. Okay. Now now we finna get off the guys. Now we finna get on y'all young gals. Yeah. I'm from the South, so we say gals. Man, there have been crazy women for decades. But y'all, I think I'm a generation Nexus. I think these young women got y'all beat and beyond. They got y'all beat. I mean, you know what? What happened to the days of them keying your car, uh, busting your tires, or putting sugar in your tank? No, no, no. They are doing drive-bys on these brothers now. They shooting up your house. Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. They doing drive-by. I get so many calls of these guys calling and say, "Hey, look, man, this," and you could tell a lot of them are ashamed, and a lot of them have egos, because they're trying to do it the right way. They know that she's gonna mess them up, but they don't want to slip up and let them mess her. You know, these girls are relentless. It's like roles are switching now, and I don't know if it's in the food or what. Um, I mean, this is crazy. I've taken out several warrants on females who've tried to unalive guys. Yeah, season of tree. Yeah, it flipped. But one reason why these are dangerous calls for us, like I told you, that first call that I went to years ago. Let me tell you about the craziest domestic I went to, and instead of waiting for backup, I'm Mr. Macho. I was working in this small city, and this before I got to this metropolitan area that I'm in now. And I mean, we got the call. The call came in. We was working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then before we switched. So this call came in at like 5:30. I got there, and the whole family was there, and backup was on the way. But I'm like, I'm gonna handle this because I got stuff to do off duty. I was a young man then. I was single, so I'm want to get ready to mingle. So I'm gonna get out, talk to the family. Well, this guy sitting here, he did this and he did that. Okay, spoke with the guy. He's sitting in the chair. Um, Told the guy to stand up. He's on the arrest. The guy pretending like he was gonna stand up. He did like this, and then all of a sudden he charged me, and he ran me into a wall in that particular house, and it was like that wall. We almost went through the wall because the wall crumbled, and I was able to get my footing, and I started throwing these deuces at him, and I backed him off me, and then I picked him up and slammed him on the ground. And at first I was on top of him with he was on his back, but somehow he ended up trying to get up on his stomach. And all of a sudden I felt people in the background. It was like maybe 4 or 5 other people in the house, including males. They had started hitting me, get off him, get off him. Um, I mean, I they were like felt like bowls and pots and stuff. And so I ended up getting him like in a guillotine like this, and I rolled over. I rolled over so his body was protecting mine. And I pulled out my peacemaker to back them off. And I told them that, and I got to use YouTube words. I'm gonna send each and every one of you to the spiritual realm unless you back the freak out up. And then my backup got there, and we settled things. But I was so hyped up, but I do realize I'm like, man, instead of hitting me with pots and pans, they could have had a knife. They could have did anything when my back was turned. So it can go wrong. It can go wrong. Um, I have also been to calls where the female was about to end the relationship, and this guy was like, "Hey, look, I don't even care to stay in this realm here. I wouldn't mind going to the spiritual realm." And when anytime you're dealing with a person like that, he is dangerous. He or she is dangerous. Um, Several of my brother law enforcement have gotten taken out like that, and I do wanna say that I'm praying for the families. I'm praying for the families um, that just has lost my fellow officers. I know it's tough, but yeah, I'm gonna wait for backup. I'm not this young brash guy that I used to be. So I mean, emotionals can run deep because a lot of these ladies, especially these ladies, and I'm saying this because I got more experience, they upset with this guy and they don't want this guy doing it to them, but they love this guy. And when it looks like we might be hurting him, they'll turn against us. They will turn against us. Family. I mean, this is dangerous. And a lot of times when I've worked a case where this woman broke up with him, and he was like, we had to do a check on him, make sure he was okay, and he got in a pow with us, and then he ended up taking himself out. So, but I'm gonna tell you this and I'm gonna get ready to end this stream, but I'm gonna tell you this right here. Please, please pick better. There are always gonna be signs. There are always gonna be signs before it get too serious. This guy's gonna show you signs. This female is gonna show you signs that she's crazy. She's gonna show you signs because the thing about it is, and if you call us in, yeah, call us if you need us. But remember, you putting this situation right here, that is not love. That is not love. Okay, let's take an object, a guy who loves his cars. Okay, a guy got this classic car that he has been wanting. He finally got it. Does he go out and does he kick that car? Does he smash the windows out of it? Does he do anything that's gonna harm that car? Okay, if he don't do anything that's gonna harm that car, but he does it to you, that's not love. That is not love. Oh, this man will probably be out there washing that car every day, baby in the car. And that's just an object that's replaceable. But you are not replaceable. So just remember, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm not saying that it never happened, but I've been in this career for 28 years, and I've never seen a guy who participate in domestic V change. He's not gonna change. He is not gonna change. Now, he'll start buttering you up like when he does it the first time. He'll bring you flowers. Well, baby, I'm sorry. You did this and you made me upset, but I'm sorry. And okay, and you start feeling good yourself, but then as it gets into it and he does it over and over again, you're like, look, well, you made me do that. You shouldn't have said this to me. And she go to believing that, well, I made him mad. And I'm like, and guys, if the biggest thing about it, guys, we need to love our women. Women, you don't talk to a man in any kind of way that you respect, because men want respect. So if you love him, and if he loves you and you respect him, there will be no problem. Yeah, some of y'all women, that's why I'm getting both, because some of y'all women got jazzy mouth and y'all want to talk to a man any kind of way. But men, let me tell you this: do what I do. Do what I did when I was single. You got a jazzy mouth? Okay, no. Be through with it. Be through with it. I didn't even want that type of a woman who would just talk to me any kind of way. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I grew up around women like that, and I'm like, no. So Because men, you are not going to change her. Women, you're not going to change him. You're not his mammy. Men, you're not her pappy. It's just point blank. So you have to know when to walk away. And young ladies, this is for the young ladies. This is for the young ladies. Um, a lot of y'all choose a guy now just on cool factor. Uh, he's so cool, you know. He looked like little Dookie, a little Bookie, a little pistol starter from the video. You know, I'm Lil Wayne. Let me tell you this. That is not there's. You don't pick a guy because he's cool. Don't get me wrong. Now, cool is good frosting. Being cool is good frosting because um, I guess those guys who have dry personalities they take a little getting used to. So yeah, it's cool if he's cool and he's a man's man also and can entertain the crowd and can do that. But that's no reason why to pick him. Or well, he's 6'2", 6'3". Come on, really? Okay. And I think I said this, and I forget one of my videos. I said this. Um, the two qualities, and I tell young ladies this all the time. The two qualities, yeah, because I am in the school. I am a mentor. I go back to the schools and I try to give back. But the two qualities in a man, and if you don't have these two qualities, don't even move forward. Don't even move forward. Um, a man has to be able to provide for you. And I know that's fleeting. I know that's fleeting. I know that the economy is bad and everything is expensive. But I mean, it can still be done. You know, I did it for I did it for just about the entirety of my marriage. So, you know, but even still, even if she have to go out there and get her a little job, that shouldn't be come from the bulk of that provision. Now, I know people have different stuff because there have been men who provided for their wife and stuff, and they put her through school, and then she went and got her doctorate degree, and then she in turn she was the moneymaker, but she still respected him as the man of the house and as the husband. So women, you have to give a man that, but you can't give a man that if he's 25 or 30 years old and still living with his mom. Still fussing about somebody drunk his milk out the refrigerator. I mean, you got to come pick him up to go out on a date. Really? So that's strike one. Okay. Strike two, if he can't protect you. So if young ladies, and this is even in high school, because I worked in high school for years, and I've seen a lot of these guys. I remember this one high school I was walking in. I was working in. I'm sorry, and this had this guy, and this guy was a leader of the gang, man. And this guy had these other guys, but he always used to hang around till everybody went to class, and then he would go to a special ed class. I'm like, they got a special ed dude. He the leader now. When they start doing that, man, special ed cat couldn't say anything when I was in school. And I'm not talking about we didn't bully them, but you couldn't be the leader of the group if you was in special ed, man. Come on. But But that's what we dealing with. This guy in special ed. Um, but I'm like this. Young ladies, a lot of these guys, a lot of these guys, um, you see them in school, but you can still judge the character if you know what to look for. Yeah, he looked cool. He got all the cool clothes. Um, he's probably a street hustler out there, slanging, street pharmaceuticals. It's not gonna last, ladies. It's not gonna last. Cat can barely read. That's not security. Women with you search for the most is security. But then you pass all the guys up that'll give you security. You overlook these guys because I think through our music, through our videos and TV, um, they they prop these guys up. I remember one time I was working in the grocery store doing security gig. I had a contract with a grocery store, and this back when Lil Wayne first came out, and he was big, but you know, Lil Wayne, um, to me, he always looked like a high roach. Um, that's just me. Okay, he looked like a high roach, and he but anyway, yeah, Lil Wayne looked like a high roach. And I saw some young girls in the store, and they picked up the magazine. They was like, oh wow, wow, he looks so good. He's sexy. And I was like, really? I'm like, he look good to y'all? And then I got a magazine with Denzel. I said, well, how Denzel Washington look? Ooh, he ugly. I'm like, really? Okay. I'm like, and then I said, okay, maybe they like bright skinned guys, even though Lil Wayne dark skinned. So I pulled out a picture of Shamar Moore. He was on the, oh, he ugly. And I was like, really? I might have the standards change that much? Man, I wouldn't have got no kind of girls there if I went to school. I wouldn't have got no kind of girls. Welcome, welcome, Kimberly. Welcome to the chat. I wouldn't have got no kind of girls with these young girls. But a lot of these young girls, and I've seen it. A lot of these guys, these young men that I recognize, a lot of them has a mother who care about them, and they have a father figure in their life. And I can always tell because something as simple as when I was working in the school resource office, I was like, hey, young man, pull up your pants, man. He would look, man, why you always saying something to me? Man, you always doing this. But that young man who had a father figure, I said, young man, pull up your pants. He's like, yes, sir. So so I'm like, okay, this young man right here. A lot of these young men don't know how to relate to a real man because they never had the experience. I mean, um, their mothers are running around with Lil Wayne type cats that they don't care about because he's coming there eating up their food, trying to tell them what to do, and he's shady. So they don't know what a real man is, and they don't respect real men. That's why so many male teachers have who are real men now. Now you got a lot of these male teachers. They have their problems too, but um, a lot of male teachers are demanding. This is what I want done. No, you're not gonna talk back. No, you're not gonna run up on me. They don't know how to act with these type guys. I mean, because they never had a male role model. I had one guy told me, I told him, I said something about because he used to come to school late all the time, and I And I told him, I was like, look, man, you 16 years old, you're not an adult yet. And he was like, Lawman, tell me. He's like, tell me what you do that I don't do. Because I knew the guy was out of the street hustle because I took a cookie of crack cocaine that he had hid somewhere. So he's out slinging it big time. He said, I take care of my family. I do this. And pretty much I told him, look, a real man, first of all, real man ain't in high school. So the real man ain't in high school. Real man can take care of himself. Second of all, a real man knows what's in his best interest. And he does what's in his best interest. But this guy ended up strung out on his own stuff. That was years ago. So, and just like a lot of boys, they don't know how to relate to a real man. A lot of girls don't either. A lot of girls don't either. They're not attracted to guys who would be like traditional, like my father right now. My father is 80 years old and still working a full-time job. And he's finally slowing down a little bit. Love you, Dad. Still a blessing to have you around. But he taught me and my brother a work ethic. And I thank him for it. But these young men are not getting that now. And the young ladies are not seeing how a real man functions. Here's the thing right here. Stuff like this. Hey, get over there. Get over there, woman, and make my food. Get over there. Oh, hey, all right. That don't make you a real man. They don't make you a real man. Because guess what? Your presence as a man in the essence gonna make the right woman want to do for you regardless. And women, now let me get to y'all. A lot of y'all have this masculine energy. I can do it myself. Don't need a man. Don't do this. First of all, and a lot of y'all are aggressive. First of all, that is not where your power is. Your power is in your femininity. I hope I ain't mess up that word, but I'm live, so I can't edit this. That's where your power is. I mean, a feminine woman makes a real man want to take care of her, makes him want to protect her. And guess what? Her femininity will be a repellent to these busters out there. I mean, but we have, the roles have shifted because you got more masculine females and you got more feminine males. Because young men, if some of y'all gonna watch this one day, your physical prowess is not, your physical strength is not to beat up your family and to terrorize your family. That's what it's not. It's not for that. It is to protect them from outside. Your very job is to protect. I'm season the tree. Things have gotten out of balance. But your very job is to protect them with your life if necessary. This is a story that I used to tell my son all the time. Say, for instance, where we are walking in the street and, my wife and my daughter and him, they walking ahead of me, and I see this big bear. I say bear because I can handle a dog. Dog might bite me, but that dog, I'm gonna be the last person that dog bite. Even barehanded, I know what to do. Barehanded. Yeah, I'll take a bite. I might, depends on what dog it is, I might even lose function of a limb. But well, hello, no problem, family. welcome, GG Naturals, Homestead. But so I had to use something like a bear. Just imagine if y'all walking ahead of me and there's a bear, 800-pound grizzly bear. He's finna pounce on y'all. And then I see that and I go run and hide to save myself. And I let y'all get devoured by that bear. I mean, how could I live with myself? My thing is, if you're not willing to die for something, you ain't, as a man, you ain't no good. What good are you? What good are you? Um, it's so we have lost balance. We have lost balance. And I know, and I guess I know this is all tied into domestic V, but I've been thinking of ways how we can avoid that. And we can avoid it by, young ladies, if you don't see that quality in him in high school, that he's gonna be a good worker. Being a good worker means that he's going to class. Now okay, if he dropped out of school, okay, maybe because I've known some people who dropped out of school, and some of them went and got the GED. Some of them became successful people. They got their trucking companies. So it ain't always got to do with your what they say is education, because I think this education system is lacking. This education system is not working. Um, it's like what they call it, the school to prison complex. So we're gonna have to get back to the old school, the family value. Man, man. If she talked to you any kind of way, find you somebody else. She don't respect you. Women, if he talked to you any kind of way and physically do you, and even if the thing is, look, I'm like this. Men gonna make time for who they love. I don't care how busy he is. He's gonna make time for you. Watch all those signs. Watch the signs. And as I close, this is something that I tell the young ladies all the time. Um, and don't attack me yet because it's gonna sound controversial. But ladies, it is your fault. It is your fault. It's your fault. I blame it on you guys. Because you know why? Okay. I just dug myself a hole. Now let me get myself out of this hole. Guess what? If every young lady say like, hey, look, if he don't have these qualities, that Lawman just talked about, provide and protect, we closing shop. Closing shop. Guess what? He's gonna get tired of that long time. That y'all know what I'm talking about. He's gonna get tired of that. He's gonna get tired of that. And he's gonna change. But you know why? You know why? And a lot of good ladies get caught into this too. He don't have any reason to change because I go to Sue, she say no, Mary say no, but Sheikah says yes. So if every third or fourth woman gonna accept this mess, he ain't got no reason to change. Okay, she gonna put me up in her apartment until she get tired of me, for about a year, and then I'll go find another every third or fourth. But if all women, I'm talking about the women in the United States now, if they close shop, these guys will change. Believe that. So you have power. You have power that you don't even know how to tap into because all of y'all are not one accord. And it ain't all about this feminist stuff. This feminist stuff right here is a trap from Satan. Stay away from that. It ain't all about that feminist stuff. These feminists, okay, back in the 50s and 60s, blacks had the highest rate of marriages. It was like in the 80%, the highest rate. It's okay. So what did these women, these other women do? They start going recruiting our women. And then they started building a divide. It's a divide. And the system benefits for us being divided. It benefits. But guess what? Who's losing? Our children are losing. You as an individual are losing. Um, so women, you have the power. You have the power. And and these are women who walks in their femininity. You I've dated a few women who used to like to challenge me like step to me like a man. And you know what? That ain't the way you're gonna get to me. I'll shut that down quick. And I'll be through with you. I'll be through with you. So, but like my wife, and I know she's watching, but the two women in my life that hurt me the most to hurt feelings was my mom and my wife. My mom and my wife. I would hurt my wife's feelings back in the early days. It's almost been 25 years now she's been hanging around with this old bat, but um and man, that thing would get me. My wife is so feminine. I mean, she makes even when I'm tired, man, I will get out there, man, and I'm gonna make sure she okay though. That's a power that women y'all have lost. That's a power. But men have um lost even these guys don't even age like we aged in our father's age. Man, when I was 25 years old, I looked like a grown man. Some of these guys still look like boys. I think it's all in the food and the estrogen and all kind of stuff. And that they not only look like boys, but they behave like boys. So, and if anybody from the manosphere is watching this, and yeah, it's enough blame to go around. So we like to blame the women. The manosphere, you want to blame the women. It's the women, women. Oh man, we got a big part in this, fellas. We got a big part in this. A big part in this, man. So let's start. Let's look. Let's take an inner look at ourselves because, and you know, this was about domestic V, and I did talk about that. I did talk about that for the first probably 20 minutes, but I got off on these other subjects. But I'm just trying to see how we can do better. But men, if she don't respect you, if she thinks that she can talk to you any kind of way because she don't have her way, she's not for you. Women, if he tries to manipulate you, control you, he put his hands on you, um, he's not for you. All right, all right, Gigi, that's so true. Soy. All right, he's not for you. Now, let me tell you this. Like I said, you never seen a man who got his dream car go out there and kick it, go out there and break the windows, flatten the tires. No, he's not gonna do that. He loved that car. So he's not gonna do his woman like that because he's supposed to love her more than the car. All right, y'all. I've been rambling on for about an hour, and I appreciate your support. And I'm gonna be back, and I got some more story times for you. And if you have any questions, though, you can reach me at askthelawman@gmail.com. Askthelawman@gmail.com, and I'll be glad. I will be glad to get back with you. Okay. All right. Peace and love. Yes. Yes. I love you all. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye-bye. All right, let's see.